Guantanamo now is a blueprint, a symbol of injustice, lawlessness, abuse of power, and torture and indefinite detention. Now it's not just in Guantanamo. It's in the United States, it's in the UK, in many countries. Even worse, what we are seeing now in Palestine. You know, the Zionist government ruled that they voted to execute Palestinian prisoners. And the world, the international community had said nothing, silence. You know the funny part? Sadly, now there is an Israeli delegation touring the world to find what's the best execution style we're going to kill those Palestinians. Palestinians have been killed in every possible way imaginable. Now they are turning that into an entertainment. Tour, a delegation travel from country to country, exploring how to execute innocent Palestinian prisoners. At least 100 Palestinians have been killed since 2003 in the prison. What's happening now in Palestine? It is really worse than Guantanamo. Because you see, in Guantanamo, we were men, there was 60 children. But in Palestine, babies, infants being sniped, women, children, girls being imprisoned and tortured, prisoners being publicly raped. And the Israelis are bragging about it, they defend it. So when if you compare to what happened in Guantanamo or Israel, Guantanamo was part of the Israeli injustice and torture and so on, because they also were advising and providing and supporting CIA and FBI how to interrogate and torture program and so on. So it all connected. The similarity is that now the classification, the prescribed of individuals classification of the prisoner a terrorist, like what happened, the prescription of Palestine Action as a terrorist organization, where did that come from? That came from the counterterrorism law, right? The similarities of torturing the prisoners, either in the CIA black site or in Guantanamo, in Israeli prison, even now in the UK, as we talk about those prisoners for Palestine who protested against and took action at the genocide in Palestine. Unfortunately, I'm afraid to tell you this is just the beginning. About over total control, and taking privacy from the people. Now, you see the development of the new technology, the AI, those big tech companies like Meta, Google, and so on, the system are being used in Palestine. You know, now there are many European countries, they are trying to take the weapon that was tested in the battlefield in Palestine and on Palestinians. Nowadays, resistance is a way to live. You know, resistance does not mean violence. It could sometimes, violence against violence. But resistance is the words, it's the key in our time now. And we need to resist the oppression, the injustice. Otherwise, as you see, government and system keep getting more and more control.